Hello everybody on YouTube. You know, it's an interesting thing. I was watching Jacksepticeye not that long ago, but earlier this year, and he mentioned something about how a person, even from North Korea, actually I saw him when he checked his statistics thing or whatever it is he checked. I don't know. But it's that part of YouTube that tells you who's watching what. And well, I just thought North Korea was watching him. Apparently. Well, on like a few people. I gotta take care of something. So I'm gonna pause this video. Now I'm back. As I was going to continue saying, YouTube grants me the opportunity to be heard by a lot of people. Grants everyone the opportunity to be heard by anyone who cares to click your video. So I decided I'm going to do something interesting and talk to a certain political figure through YouTube, and I think he surfs the web. Kim Jung Un. You're probably surfing the web, doing that thing that you won't allow them to do, watching all the videos you won't allow them to watch, because you're monitoring all their internet activity. Because you want them to only see the worst of America and the worst of everywhere that's not North Korea. It must be a lot of hard work for you, Kim Jung Un. Well, I don't know if you caught the video, you probably did. But there's been little things that tell people are tactical advantages over you that you will not tell your people about. Kim, I know you like to play up your own ego and call yourself a god of hamburgers, apparently. Seriously, do you really believe your dad invented the hamburger? What are you, a Goa'uld? You're acting just like the Goa'uld from Stargate SG-1. You're stupid. Next thing you know, you're going to be carving gold symbols into people's foreheads with the North Korean insignia on it. I don't know. You're not actually going to do that, are you? I mean, heck, you already have people bowing to you. And then again, you do act like a typical Goa'uld from the Stargate SG-1 series. Would it be that far-fetched if you did that next? I'm digressing, but I bring that up because sometimes I wonder about you. You keep saying us death threats, but you seem to forget and not understand who Trump is. Have you ever watched his reality TV show, The Apprentice? Or even learned somewhat of his backstory? You probably only learned part of it, like the parts you wanted to hear, but did you hear all of it? He's the kind of president who actually coined the phrase "you're fired" on his TV show when he ran a TV show. Now I know you're thinking, why do we have a business guy, a businessman in office? Well, we had a actor in office too named Jimmy Carter. I think he was an actor. I don't know my history that well. All I know is we had an actor as a president, and it worked. Now we have a businessman as president, and he's a businessman who's very right-wing Republican, and right-wing Republicans really love their guns. And he's got a lot of guns. It's called nuclear missiles. And Kim, this is about to be the most narrow, one-sided nuclear war in history if you keep this up. Kim, you're getting even your allied nations, the countries that actually support you, are starting to question why they support you. China and Russia. From what I've read on the internet, they're having mixed emotions about you. They went from totally supporting you to now they're starting to feel wary about it. Like, do they really want to do this? Kim, you're screwing yourself over. You don't understand what you're in. You keep telling your people that you're this big a deal. You don't understand. You're the opposite of what you're claiming to be. One day you're going to take one misstep And this is going to be the shortest war known to mankind in human history. And the most narrow war ever done. Imagine World War III. And there's all these nuclear missiles being launched. And at first people are picturing this scene from Terminator 3. You know, all the missiles flying everywhere, blowing everywhere up. But no, that's not what's happening. The missiles are flying alright, but they're all flying to North Korea. You're taking all the radiation. More than Japan has ever comprehended taking. Like, even anime never showed this much radiation. And North Korea, or Kim Jung Un, it's your fault. You don't understand. You're threatening us? Who else are you going to threaten after America? The UK? What other countries? You're going to get a big head on your shoulders after you take out America, I can tell you that. And I hear you actually like some of the stuff from our nations. On top of that, so you're threatening the things that you actually happen to like. Kim Jung Un, did you know that technically the North Koreans are considered citizens of South Korea? That means when they leave, they're allowed to go. I'm sure you know this, but you don't act like somebody who gets it. One day, Kim Jung Un, it's going to go to hell. You might think that you're going to be the one bringing hell, but we can... I'm not a pilot, but judging from what I've heard, our pilots can pretty much do things you haven't even bragged about yet. You might really want to rethink your strategy. I'm warning you because at this point it's more of bragging. Trump is responding to you with tweets, okay? This is more of a Twitter warfare right now. But I don't know what kind of man Trump is or what is an indicator of actual hostility towards you, Kim Jung Un. But one day he might not send a tweet back. If Trump ever goes silent, he is not a quiet guy. So if Trump ever just decides to shut up and not tweet you back within a few minutes after you make a threat, or he doesn't make a blustery statement, there's just this almost ominous silence coming from Trump, it's already too late for you. If Trump ever shuts his mouth, you're gonna die. You need him to spout off. Because if he ever shuts his mouth, that's because he's walking to the room with the key. And his chief of staff, or whoever the guy is, or one of the generals, or whoever, is also carrying his key with him too, and they're both going to turn at the same time, send in a mile-long code, and while you're busy waiting for his return speech or tweet, you know, he might actually have a guy do a speech. It's called a look-alike. It's a form of protection I'm sure you have. Oh wait, maybe you don't, Kim Jung Un. I mean, all your citizens are malnourished. Where else are they gonna find a fat boy? Except for in the palace. You're a fat boy. You know what's funny? I live with my mom and yet somehow I have more dignity than you. How did that happen, Kim Jung Un? Could you please answer this in English? Or were you not educated? Kim, I don't know how far back these tensions go, but you don't understand. Your dad did not invent the hamburger. I know, I give you all this talk and I bring that up. I don't know, it might be important later for you. I know it might be a mind-boggling revelation. The two buns, one meat was not invented by your dad. You know what it was invented by? Some guy over here in America who just wanted, to not hold on to the hamburger with his bare hands. And he wanted an edible container for it that he could eat. Bread was it. Now we stack it with vegetables and tomatoes and other things, and cheese, and ketchup and mustard, mayonnaise. Yes, mayonnaise is a cardinal ingredient. I don't know if you know this, Kim Jung Un, but it's a cardinal ingredient in sandwiches. You also need your lettuce and your tomatoes. You need all your food groups. That means you need more than just the meat and the bread, Kim Jung Un. You need to eat your vegetables too. Now, I know people might criticize me for provoking you, but everything we do provokes you, so how would this be any different? Now, seeing as how you're killing your citizens anyway, I'm just going to send a message to your citizens who are watching this video. Guys, he's a self-important prick. There are sociopaths who have more self-respect than him. In fact, there are sociopaths who have more respect, period, than him. At least they don't all say that they were born under a moon, on top of a volcano, or under a double rainbow. There are sociopaths who won't say that. And sociopaths feel no sympathy for others and have an exaggerated sense of self. And even they don't say that kind of crap. So what does that mean about Kim Jung Un? That he's an uber sociopath? Perhaps. All I know is this. There are crazy people over here who won't do the stuff Kim Jung Un has done. Perhaps it's just because they're not able. And some just aren't willing. Take this from a guy with pervasive deficit disorder. Kim Jung Un, you suck. At least I'm holding out a job. What are you doing? You know, I know you have tons of food in your palace. I bet you it's stacked in the kitchen. Kim, you can show images of healthy people, but can you show images of you feeding the hungry? And I don't just mean a couple, like a photo op. That's all you can do is a photo op. All those hungry people, all you know how to do is poison the hungry. It's not as if you could ever help them. I mean, come on. A fat boy accomplishing something, like helping his citizens. Wouldn't that be funny? It's easy to have bravado over you because I know that my country can disturbingly easily kill you. It's not just my country. I mean, my country spends the most on its military. America, we do. But it's not just us that could kill you with unimaginable ease right now. You know who else could do you in? Okay, let's start with America. Now you have London. Even they're better and up to date than you. And they don't spend as much. South Korea could murder you. Kim Jung Un, you don't understand. China, if it ever changes its mind because of something you did, it's on you. You'll be dead. Russia. You stole plans from them. I don't know how they feel about that, but I don't think that they're happy about that. Maybe they're lenient towards you. Maybe they feel sorry for you. Maybe Vladimir Putin will decide that he's had enough and he'll get triggered. Triggered's a common phrase we use on YouTube now to describe when a person just plain snaps. Now, what other countries? You know what? All nuclear powers might just decide they've had enough of you. You know, there are freedoms over here. I'm going to speak to your North Korean people again who happen to click on this video, who you're not watching right away. Let me tell you something. We have the freedom to wear jeans. I know that's mind-blowing, but we can. Here's proof. Yep, North Korea. We can do that. What other benefits do we got going on in America? We have education about human anatomy. I don't know where yours is, but heck, we even have fancy graphics on our books. What else do we got? Here's another one. Anime. And not state-sponsored anime. This is about anything, any subject matter. Anime covers it. Can a hero be too strong? In Saitama's case, yes. What else? You probably have seen some of these images before. Excuse me. I'm going to show you some other things that we got over here. Deodorant. It's Kim Jung Un's fault that you don't have it. We have beauty products and other things, but that's for the women. You know what? I should probably make an entire separate video all about it. I'm debating with myself whether or not I should. A message to North Korea. Or a message to Kim Jung Un. Perhaps it's a message to both. Kim Jung Un, you're fucking yourself over. I want you to realize just how bad of a situation you're in. You probably do realize it, but I don't think you do. It's probably one of those things where you kind of get it, but you don't grasp it. You know, like you kind of know something, but you don't feel the weight of it. I don't think my words are going to give you that weight, really. I don't think you've ever had an experience that would force you to really feel that weight. But, Kim, you're going to really not like the results when Trump just decides, let's kill them all. He will decide that one day. And you know what? Before he does, he's going to have some fun with his bros, bro. And when I say bros, I mean his other political figures who seem to agree with him on ways of handling things. I'm talking about, like, he tries to be friendly with Vladimir Putin. He'll probably try to get Vladimir Putin to change his mind. He'll probably try to get people in charge of China change their mind. He'll probably get, other nations that are known for being tough guys, leadership that acts tough. So maybe not the UK. I say maybe not until you do something really stupid, Kim Jung Un. You don't understand. We have perks that your people want because your people deserve them. And that's just the way it is. Goodbye, Kim Jung Un. It was nice knowing you. Get out while you can, people.